Cincinnati's number one in music station, Kiss107.1, John and Friends. Again, I've got more updates coming on our winter storm warning and winter weather advisory that is in effect. Majority of the tri-state for a winter weather advisory and that storm. Updates, again, from Jennifer Ketchmark on the way. But I've got some friends of the day coming in here to talk about mental health, but this time tackling it with kiddos in a really cool way. An author, Ashley Gray, and her illustrator happens to be her student, Emma Scherf. I can't wait to learn about this next. Christmas music always puts you in good spirit, even with a winter storm warning on the way. Again, updates coming on that. But by the way, more Christmas music is waiting for you on our iHeartRadio app from the North Pole, which is what it's going to feel like here soon. North Pole Radio, hosted by Santa, the source. So iHeartRadio app, get that. You're going to need that this weekend. You know what else? It's so cool that, with Christmas music, that's one thing that puts me in a great mood. And that affects my mental health. Ashley Gray is in studio with her illustrator, happens to be a student, Emma Scherf, writing a children's book series, and the topic being mental health. And it's so cool. What drew you to do this? I know you're a teacher, correct?
Yes, I'm a teacher at Ignite Institute. I wanted to do this because I actually have mental health. I have mental illness. I have depression. I have anxiety. Mm-hmm. I know what it feels like. But being a teacher, I've seen, panic attacks. I've seen all the horrible stories you hear about with students that have mental health and how they're trying to battle it. Yeah. And I wanted to do something that I knew I could do now. Not something that I would have to wait for later, like teaching a certain book that maybe not, isn't accepted right now. I wanted to have my own stories that I could release.
And I got to tell you, I've only seen a sample of these, the two books that you have, and we're going to talk about these coming up and really get into the content that's in these books and how it's really going to impact your kids, y'all. Okay, let's go over this some more. As Ashley just got in the door, Ashley Gray, and again, her illustrator, Emma Scherf, John and Friends. Cincinnati's number one in music station, Kiss107.1, John and Friends. Again, updates to come on this winter storm warning and winter weather advisory from Jennifer Ketchmark as we check in with her in just a bit. But in the meantime, I've got Ashley Gray in studio, and I already love her and what she's trying to do just through children's books that she's having. It's a series, and Emma Scherf is an illustrator for one of her books so far. And clearly, mental health impacts all of us. You have found a way to approach this with kiddos. What's the Halloween book about, and what's it called, first off?
The Halloween book is called The Dimming Light, and it's basically about a jack-o'-lantern who doesn't feel well. His candlelight is dimming, and he goes on a journey with his friends to find out why, and they realize it's related to his mental health, and it's a metaphor for depression. Wow. And they go through different techniques to try to help him.
That's so cool. And if I had to guess, Emma, since you're the illustrator for this, that mental health it's some sort of impact in your life.
Yeah, it definitely has. It's always been a part of my life. It can't not be in this day and age, so.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as the challenges that you've had to face, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Same. And that's what I think we all need to hit head on. These challenges, we're all dealing with them. And so if we can get on this quick, starting with the kids, through a simple is there anything like this out there that you've seen?
There are some children book series or children books that address mental health, but most of them are just anxiety and depression. I want to go on to others. I have a few classmates that talked to me and told me that they can't find any books to teach their kids about their PTSD, or personality disorder. So those are ones I want to focus on next.
I love this. Again, get ahead of the game, and that's Cincinnati's number one in music station, Kiss107.1, John and Friends. Selena Gomez, she is another one that is out front talking about mental health in her documentary that is the same title as that song, My Mind to Me. It's on Apple TV Plus, and she's not the only one that I have to commend. It's Ashley and Emma that are in studio with me now. Ashley Gray happens to be a teacher here locally and decided to tackle mental health with a children's book series. And one we haven't talked about yet, The Melting Snowman. What's this one about?
So The Melting Snowman is about a snowman who is melting too quickly. He's melting too fast. He's going to miss Santa. He's going to miss the kids opening their presents. And he gets really nervous. So the kids who make him actually come and try to help him with different techniques that can help with anxiety.
So cool. How did you think of this? These analogies, how did they come to you?
Well, I'm a writer, so the stories just come to me, but I actually do have anxiety and depression. And so I'm able to use my background as well.
Coming from your soul, essentially.
Yes.
It's
very deeply down there.
Well, these are, to me, that's the stuff that impacts the most. This is a kid's book, y'all, and you're getting, Mom and Dad, I hope you're hearing this right now, because you can get ahead of the game by picking up one of these books. The Melting Snowman, this is super short read. And the illustrations are awesome in this one, too. Who illustrated this one?
This one was Jennifer Singer. I actually found her on TikTok, but she is on Fiverr, which is a spot you can get illustrators.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's talk more about this coming up with Ashley and her other illustrator, Emma Scherf. Some more Christmas music. I love the rendition of that song. It's back. Mario Winans, of course, from 2004. Don't want to know. It's got a fresh coat of paint with Metro Boomin, 21 Savage in The Weekend. It's called Creepin'. Kiss 107.1. John and friends. Yes, we have a winter storm warning. That winter storm is making its way here with a ton of snow. That's apparently between the 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock hours. That's when it's supposed to fall the heaviest. And we've got, again, more updates coming from Jennifer Ketchmark at Channel 9. But I had this scheduled with Ashley Gray, a teacher here locally and an author for that matter, and Emma Scherf, her illustrator, to come in and talk about this because this is so cool what you've done. You've taken a children's book approach talking about mental health. Yes. Unbelievable. And I think it's much needed. Clearly, you had a calling to do this.
Yeah, no, it really is. And being a teacher, I'm seeing, how mental health is affecting our students and how it affects me and how it did affect me. And it really is something we need to talk about.
Where can we pick up these books, by the way?
You can find both The Melting Snowman and The Dimming Light on Amazon. It's by Ashley Rochelle Gray if you type in my name. And it's actually a PDF. You can get the ebook and you can also get the paperback.
Again, it is The Melting Snowman, and what's the other one called?
The Dimming Light.
The Dimming Light. Parents, find these. It's going to be a huge benefit. I can tell you out of the gate, even just looking through the book briefly here. And Ashley and Emma aren't going anywhere. John and friends. Here's Morgan Wallen. Cincinnati's #1 music station, Kiss 107.1. John and friends. All the updates I can find for you on the winter storm warning and winter weather advisory that is in effect from Jennifer Ketchmark on the way. But in the meantime, is my friends of the day, Ashley Gray and Emma Scherf. The one thing I don't think I pointed out here, that Ashley Gray being an author, well, actually a teacher here locally at Ignite in Erlanger, Emma is your student. Yes. That is illustrating this book for you.
Yeah, Emma is a freshman that I have this year. I saw that, our first day of school or first week, I had students talk about their hobbies, and Emma likes to draw a lot of frogs, I guess. Had a whole thing full of frogs, and she did such a good job, I realized I wanted her to be my illustrator, so I asked her about it.
Emma, was there any hesitation?
I think I was a little scared for a little bit, just because it's out of the comfort zone.
Right.
I've always kind of gone off of, picture realism. So it was kind of scary to venture outside of that and go into the imagination because I've always kind of struggled with that.
Yeah. But good for you. You went outside your comfort zone in this. Granted, I've only seen the PDF of that one, The Dimming Light, but it looks spectacular. And thank you for doing this. See, that adds even more meaning to this, knowing that you have a teacher that has her student that is a part of this journey and talking about mental health through pictures for kids. Parents, if you aren't moved by this, I don't know what to tell you. You're clearly ice cold, like the weather that's coming in. Find these books. Again, The Melting Snowman and The Dimming Light.
Yes.
Both on Amazon. And you can get PDF and paperback versions of this,
yes.
Correct?
Yep, both.
Thank you so much. Seriously, both of you, for coming in to hang out, to talk about this. And you're coming back in soon, especially when you write another book, because I know you're not done.
Oh, I'm trying to do 5 to 10 by the end of the next year.
Perfect. So. I'm going to pick up every single one of them. Thank you again so much. And be safe getting out of here, okay?
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Again, Ashley Gray and Emma Scherf. Go ahead and look up Ashley Gray on Amazon or Instagram for that matter, too. And find these books. John and friends. More next.